Hey there. It's Sunday afternoon. It's a little after 5 o'clock, and I just got home and I was putting all of my things away, getting ready for the week, and kind of getting myself into a really good place. My kids don't come home for a couple hours, so I have the ability to sort of take some time for myself. So I'm super grateful for that and to be able to sort of just reset and focus on my week. And about a month ago or a little bit more, I felt super overwhelmed. I had gotten to this place where I just wasn't sure like what was going to happen. And there was all these outside circumstances basically, pertaining to life, life, home ownership, like all the bullshit and static. And sometimes all those things get thrown at you and you're just confused about like what turn to take or how to accomplish all of the things, right? So I felt really overwhelmed and I stopped and paused and basically wrote down all of the things. Wrote them down on a piece of paper, literally wrote it down and kind of checked them off one by one. Okay, this is this situation. How can I improve this? How can I make it better? Or what step can I take today, even if I don't have, say the means to replace it. Right now, my boiler is broken. So I came home to no heat, which is why I am posting this video. So I know that I have, what I'm capable of doing financially. And I know that I can sort of rely on certain resources to help. So what are the resources, right? So when I made this list for myself, I was trying to figure out all the different options I had, to figure out the problem. So I am really hopeful that whoever is coming later on to sort of reset the boiler, that I have some more time. It's kind of, I'm laughing about it because I feel okay about it. Sometimes when all of those things get thrown at you all at once, sometimes we can get overwhelmed. And honestly, I'm a very open and emotional person. I've always been an emotional person. So when I am overwhelmed or angry or sad or sometimes happy, I cry. But what's interesting is that a month ago, when I had all of these things, a lot pertaining to life and house and bullshit like that, I cried. I was so overwhelmed. It just started spilling over. And it took some hard steps to get into the right mindset to reset myself and get back there and keep going. So I just want you to know that if you're going through a hard time right now, that there is light at the end of the tunnel, but it's up to you to take that step. You have to figure it out. You can't bury your head in the sand and avoid all of the issues. They don't go away. They don't get resolved. Nothing ever is resolved or you don't move forward. It just becomes this big thing. So I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to struggle with myself and my self-confidence. I know what it's like to struggle financially. I've gone through some really hard times and it's humbling without a doubt, but all of those struggles, so cliche, all of those struggles truly make you stronger. There's no way around it. And when sometimes you might feel like, what the hell else can go wrong at this point? It just is what it is. Everybody's got their shit. But if you need help figuring it out, I'm here for you. Send me a message, shoot me an email. I'm here for you and we can break it down together. And if you don't want to talk to anybody about it, if you I would recommend talking to somebody about it. If you're in a point where you're struggling, you should definitely reach out for help. Any kind of struggling I'm talking about, because there are people in your circle that you probably don't even realize that have been through the same thing or can think of from a different perspective, and like how to break that down and how do you reach that goal. So, okay, so my boiler is breaking and I'm really hoping that I can squeeze one more month out of it. I really, really hope so, because boilers are expensive and life is expensive, and it's just like one of those things. And sometimes I kind of feel, I'm a single mom that, I don't have, my parents are not around, and I don't have like my dad to call, so like as a woman, and this sounds so sexist, but I wish I did have my dad around to call, just so I could say, like, what do I do? How do I handle this? But I do have some really fucking amazing supportive people in my life, and they may not be able to be the one to come over here and help me figure it out, but they might have different perspective or an idea or, anything. So don't think about the lack. Don't think about the mounting problem. Just think about each of those items one by one. Break it down so it's not a giant mountain, and figure it out one by one. You figure it out. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I'm proud of you, and reach out if you need it.